Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Here recently, I've been getting a lot of photos of dual suns in the sky at either sunrise or sunset, and I've received another instance of dual suns, this time at sunrise, visible from the North Island of New Zealand, June 20th of 2023. A young lady was standing along the edge of the coast of the Bay of Plenty here in New Zealand when she looked out over the Pacific Ocean and saw two suns. She actually saw them in the sky at sunrise on June 20th of 2023. We're going to come back and take a look at that article and the photos here in just a moment. Also, I've got more photos from up here in the northern hemisphere of dual suns in the sky at either sunrise or sunset. Also, I had some people ask if I could do some modifications to the video involving the lights above Glen Burnie, Maryland that we looked at a couple of days ago. So I did just that, and we'll look at those modifications in this video. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Rob out of Casa Grande, Arizona, of what looks like a ship just sitting in the sky, some sort of a saucer-shaped cloud above Casa Grande, Arizona. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. No X flares, but a couple of M-class solar flares in the last 24 hours. Here's looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun. Video footage submitted by Scott out of Shelton, Connecticut from yesterday evening around 5:30. And you can see all of the sunspots and active regions over here on the Earth-facing side of the sun. So we could very easily see more M-class solar flares and quite possibly another X-class solar flare here in the coming days. Checking in on the power outage situation here in the central United States. Still looking at 105,000 customers in Oklahoma without electricity following the severe storms that went through the Central Plains over 2 days ago. Texas looking at 26,000, 43,000 in Louisiana, 16,000 in Virginia, and 11,000 in Mississippi. So still quite a lot of power outages in the Central Plains. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity in the northeastern quadrant, also along the eastern edge of the caldera. A little bit of magma intrusion. Mammoth Vault was very busy there for about a week, but no earthquakes in the last couple of days. But all in all, pretty quiet at the supervolcano caldera. And I wanted to give you guys a quick update over here at nullschool.net regarding the carbon dioxide levels that we've been following with regard to the wildfire smoke drifting down into the United States. For the most part, it's all cleared out, back to normal. This is what the map normally looks like this time of year when the trees and grass and everything's all nice and green. This is normally what the map looks like. In this video, we're primarily going to focus on the sun. I'm going to share with you guys a lot of photos of dual suns, or at least what look like dual suns. But I wanted to share this photo that was sent in here from southwestern New Mexico by Anonymous. And it's not necessarily of the moon, it's what showed up in the photo of the moon. A large dark circle in the dark format and in the unedited format. Over here you guys can see the obvious dark circle in the photo. I don't know if that was necessarily in the sky, but interesting photo taken back on September 21st of 2021 out of southwestern New Mexico. I want to take you guys now to Glen Burnie, Maryland. I did do some modification to the video that was taken by Tamara back on June 18th when she noticed these lights in the nighttime sky that were not moving. She did an excellent job filming these lights. As she was driving down the freeway, she went underneath the overpass here. That's why the lights temporarily disappeared. But I did do some modification work. Actually two people asked me if I could do some enhancement work to this video. So that's what I did. I took the stillest part of the video right here and I did do some enhancement work looking for a possible structure that would be attached to these lights, and I couldn't necessarily pull anything forward. What you see basically is what you get. There's some stationary lights in the nighttime sky. However, there is something in between this light here and this light here. It looks like a light that went back and forth real quick. If you watch in this area, you'll see it. See it right there? Went back and forth. It'll show up in all of these modifications. Watch right here. You're going to see what looks like a light move from right to left and then back from left to right. See it? I don't know if that was some sort of a bird that showed up in the video, but there wasn't anything else that showed up as far as the structure goes, any type of wings or tail fins or anything like that. All we see are these stationary lights in the nighttime sky. Excellent video by Tamara out of Glen Burnie, Maryland from back on June 18th of 2023. I want to take you guys now down to the North Island of New Zealand in the Bay of Plenty, right over here along the western edge of the Bay of Plenty. A young lady on the 20th during sunrise saw two suns, and this is the photo that she took of this encounter, a rare dual sun rising visible from New Zealand. And an article was shared with me from weatherwatch.co.nz, and it goes on to say, what in the Tatooine from the movie Star Wars, two suns rising, super rare optical illusion seen in New Zealand this week. And that's how they're interpreting what this young lady saw with the naked eye. She saw two suns rising from the North Island of New Zealand on the morning of June 20th of 2023. And here's the photos that she took of this rare sky phenomena that she saw again on the morning of June the 20th. And notice the double reflections above the sun and below the sun. That indicates two light sources. That's how I interpret that. Here you can really see the glare from what appear to be two light sources at sunrise. And she said the one on the right blended with the one on the left and then disappeared. As you can see in the photos, now it's down to one sun that we normally see at sunrise or sunset. And she said the entire event lasted from 7:32 a.m. to 7:35 a.m., around 3 minutes. And I also took a closer look at one of the original photos right here, looking for that separation point between the two suns that she saw at sunrise. And in this version here, I couldn't quite pull forward the separation between the two suns. And in this one here, you could see the separation between the two suns. And also in this one here, clearly a divide between that one over on the left and that one on the right. And what she said was the one on the right ended up blending or disappearing over here into the one on the left. She watched these for about 3 minutes from the North Island of New Zealand. Fascinating story coming out of the Southern Hemisphere, and I've got photos from the Northern Hemisphere. We're going to start in Ohio. Photos submitted by James from June 21st of 2023. And you see one sun at sunrise. That's the original photo. This one here is obviously enhanced. I was looking for what you're going to see here in just a second sun, and that's what showed up in the second photo that he shared with me. So I did some enhancement work to that one, and you can see it right there kind of peeking around the left hand side of the sun. There's another enhanced format of the photo that showed a dual sun in the sky at sunrise. And again, these photos were taken this morning, just a few hours ago. And this one here, you can clearly see what looks like a secondary sun in the sky at sunrise, visible from Ohio. Once again, photos submitted by James. And these here were all modified. I was looking for that separation between the two suns like we just saw down in New Zealand. So that one was out of Ohio. I want to take you guys now to West Virginia. Photos taken on June 17th of 2023, about 4 days ago. Photos submitted by Joan out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. You can see what looks like one sun in the sky, what we normally see on a day-to-day basis. But as she zooms in a little closer, you're going to see what looks like a secondary sun. And she's not behind any glass or windows or a windshield. She's just standing outside, and she took this video of the sun, and you can see what clearly looks like a double sun. You can even see it in the reflection over here. You see what looks like two suns in the reflection. Look at that. So could be something here. I don't know if this is some sort of a mirage like they were saying that occurred down in New Zealand, but people are sending in photos and videos of the dual suns from the Northern Hemisphere as well. Here's another example of the dual sun phenomenon taken on June 19th of 2023. Alley cat seeking the truth, not sure of the location, but you can clearly see they're moving around their camera, and there's a second sun in the sky at the time they took this video. And you can also see a secondary reflection. That's usually an indication of two light sources. So what I did was modify the original video. I was just trying to find that separation point between the two objects in the sky, and you can clearly see it. Here's what looks like a smaller version of the sun, and then a larger version of the sun right next to it. So clearly it looks like two objects in the daytime sky. Once again, video footage submitted by Alley Cat Seeking the Truth. Not sure of the location on that one, but another good observation of what appears to be dual suns in the daytime sky. And this next segment's of a single photo that was sent in by Tammy Scott out of Westfield, New York from June of 2023. Not sure of the specific date, but I think it was here recently. And you can see what looks like a double sun in the sky, but not side by side. But this one here is showing us something possibly in front of the sun, not necessarily on the side of the sun like we've been seeing in the other photos and videos. That looks like something right in the middle of the sun, slightly to the left. Either way, that's one interesting photo to go along with these interesting times that we're currently living in. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website that you can always find linked down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says have a large video. Simply click on the red tab. It's a drop box. Drag and drop your video into the drop box. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.